Hey, Raider Nation, how you guys doing? And welcome to another great episode of the Unfiltered Truth. I'm your host, Phil Jones. My brother from another, Phil Robinson, is here with me. And our special guest tonight, the one and only Graphic Raider. How you doing, brother?
My brother, man, I'm blessed. I'm feeling better than I'm here with y'all now, man. How y'all doing, bro?
It's always good after a W. Always good after a W.
Talk about it, man. 3-0. Let's go. Talk it, man. Ooh. It's a beautiful feeling, man. It's been too long. 19 years since this 3-0 feeling. But hey, man, this never gets old, bro. I hope we continue this success moving forward. And I know we're gonna talk about it. So you already know.
You already know, man. Yes, 19 years, man. I be feeling like I feel like old girl for the color purple. All my life I kill him down, Harpo. We got a defense now.
Talk about it.
Oh man,
that's hilarious, man.
Hey, but as always, ladies and gents, remember, subscribe to the Unfiltered Truth.
Yes, most
so
definitely.
If you miss a show, you can go on and jump in on a YouTube page, and we have so much more for you guys, especially on the unfilteredtruth.com. So that being said, yesterday's game, we had the overtime thriller. Raiders win 31-28. Everybody has heart problems. Everybody is like, I need to see my primary care physician because I was laying on the floor and I was like, y'all had to revive me.
Yeah, that shit was bad.
God almighty. We defensively, we have a defense, okay? I'm going to just get that off my chest right now. That is the great feeling right now. We have a defense that can create pressure, that can get sacks. They can create turnovers. We didn't really have the turnover battle in our favor yesterday, but this was a game where we looked at it as we could clean the floor with them, but this was also in the terms of Admiral Aardvark. If you're a Star Wars fan, it's a trap.
Yeah.
And that was that game. This game was kind of a trap game that we had to make sure that, you know what? We're kind of sliding. We fell in. We threw that pick six. Then Malcolm Brown had that opening run for that touchdown. They're up 14-0. You up a team up 14-0 in your home place, and you expect to win it. You're one of the few undefeated teams in the NFL. Everybody is watching.
Yeah.
And you're coming out looking like a dud, like a flat dud.
Chumps.
You're going to look like what happened last year when we faced Atlanta.
Yeah. I was there, bro. I know. I was at the game. Yeah. That was the worst flight home in my life.
Oh, man.
But let me tell you this. Yesterday, it was a good and a bad win. I call it, we won humbly. You know what I mean? Like
that.
You know what I mean? Like we thought we were going to blow them out. I'm going to be honest. I had it 30-10. I thought it was going to be a blowout, a convincing win. But, hey, at the end of the day, man, we're still a young team with some veterans in there sprinkled in that need to still learn how to win. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, that's what they did. Point blank period. We came out the gates slow as hell. That's what we need to work on. Period. I don't know what it is. We haven't scored in first possession all season long yet. I don't get it. I don't get it yet.
That used to be the thing, that they would come out smoking in the first with the first possession, and I think they went like 5-6 games in a row where they had scored on the opening position.
We're 10 games in a row where we haven't scored on an opening drive
at all.
No, that's right. At some point last year, they had a streak going where they did, but it's ridiculous. Honestly, I don't know. You get down.
Maybe it's the reverse feeling. Maybe it's the reverse feeling, Phil. Maybe it's we start slow now and we win later on in the season. We go into the playoffs.
Hey, that's the way to look at it, bro. I'd rather not score early and then do all the scoring late and win the game.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the best way to go about it. Trust and believe. But I mean, this offense can do more than it's doing. The blocking there needs to be a long, hard look at what they do on the line.
Definitely.
What they did on the line yesterday was not pretty. It was not cool. But this is what we got. Even if you bring in a guy off the street, then you got to teach him the whole playbook. the whole blocking scheme. So when is he legitimately going to be ready? So Richie going on IR was not cool at all. But we are where we are, and so we got to figure out a way to get these youngsters on the line to block better. I mean, you can't have your center getting fucking pancaked on the goddamn goal line.
That was embarrassing, bro. That was look, the defensive tackle was so confused that it happened. He stopped. Like he was like, whoa, like it was that easy. Like, dude, he pancaked the shit out of him, man. That's crazy, bro. Like, that's unacceptable. But let me say this though. Outside of Andre James, I may be, on the outside with this, but I didn't think that the O-line was too bad. I just thought that Andre James played a terrible game. His snap, like him snapping the ball, like DC had to jump 3 or 4 feet in the air every damn time, and he was in shotgun formation. It's crazy to me, man. Andre needs to work on that. We did have a couple, Alex. I mean, Leatherwood had a few ups and downs as well. I think he gave up was it six pressures or something like that? I forgot. It was something
like that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he gave up no sacks. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, cleaned up a little bit over there. Colton gave up 4. I mean, all across the board, it wasn't a great game by this offensive line, but it was just enough. But how long can DC sustain this? I don't know, like, how long he can sustain this behind that offense. At least we got the running game going. I'm happy with that. At least we got the running game going a little bit. You know what I mean?
So here's my thing with everything. One, with Andre James, my God. I'm someone that used to play center. And when I see him performing, I'm like, you know what? Screw it. Let me do it like an intense workout. Let me go on for a tryout. I'm at that point right now. I'm willing to make a comeback.
Coach. Put me in. I got you.
Make a comeback right now.
I got you.
But the thing that I noticed out of Andre James, he plays too high.
Yes.
And it kills me. Someone that's played the O-line for years, being able to play O-line and D-line, when you see a guy playing high, you're screwed. Either way, both sides, you're screwed.
Yep.
I looked at how the defensive lineman went up against him. They said, you know what? I had the height on you, so let me get a little low and just go on and knock you on your ass. And that's what happened. The problem with Andre James, he doesn't want to square up and get low. If he can do that, and that's what's going to be the difference maker for him. It's not going to be that he's going to be suddenly amazing. He's going to be okay. He can hold his ground, and we're not going to be dealing with any problems. Now, the other thing that's getting me with him, he's not calling out things at the line of scrimmage. Yeah. When you're a center, you're like a general. You're the one that's supposed to get your guys set up and make sure that, hey, I see that over there. Hey, he's coming. He's going to crash right over there. You need to get ready. When you're not able to communicate with your guys on the line, your offensive line will fail.
Yeah. But I think it's going to come with time, though, brother. I know this team is still gelling. I'm not ready to throw Andre James out the door yet and bring in Nick Martin because, let's be honest, Nick Martin has not been a good center in this league either. No. I'm a Notre Dame fan, and I wasn't even a fan of him when he played in Notre Dame. So I'm just going to be real with you.
Well, when I saw Nick Martin used to play, I used to get irritated by him. Yeah. I'm going to tell you this. Nick Martin's the reason why Deshaun Watson be going to see these massage therapists and shit. He is the reason why Deshaun be like, let me get that massage right there.
Don't be scared, girl. Go on and give it to me.
Hey, man. Hey, I've been saying this on my live all day, man. What do y'all think about? And I know he's also a rookie. He's young, undrafted. I'm a huge fan of Jimmy Morrissey. I like Morrissey, man. Like, I know he's young.
I looked at Morrison back at Pitt.
Yeah.
I was impressed with his skills.
Yeah.
His communication skills. He showed that out in preseason.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the key for any offensive lineman. Yeah, we know you can block, but communication is always extremely valuable on an O-line.
Definitely.
So
the thing with this is Andre James really hasn't played hardly ever in front of a crowd. It's easy to play at a park with DC where you're getting used to the offense with him. But look, we're screaming. We got 65,000 screaming fans in attendance. It's a little different, man. So I'm going to give him a little leeway. I'm going to give him a few more. If he doesn't change this shit up by the bye week, we have a problem, Houston. Point blank, period.
I put it like this. And, studying, like, back in the day, I used to get, they used to have, like, video on Tom Cable. He would break things down back when he was coaching in college.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to tell you this. Just know that O-line's about to face hell this week at practice, because Tom Cable's always been the guy where you making me look bad and I know what you can do, you're not putting up the expectation that I hold you to.
Yeah.
Y'all's asses are running. Yeah. And I can guarantee Andre James is going to be snapping that ball. They're going to basically, in other words, Tom Cable about to be working these guys like Joe Jackson did the Jackson 5.
Hey, just put them to work. Get out there and practice. I mean,
he better.
Like you said, a lot of what we saw with the offensive line was inexcusable. A lot of it was inefficient. I've been saying it for a couple weeks now that the tight end blocking has been atrocious. Foster Moreau had probably one of the most forgettable games of his career. He was just flat out awful, and he wasn't the only one. John Simpson, and we could talk about Andre James, but John Simpson is in my doghouse. I have been heartbroken by what I've seen from him, and I watched on that sack to Wilkins. He had chopped down on the guy that James was blocking so tough. He never even saw Wilkins' big ass run wide around him.
Hey, Christian Wilkins is a dog too.
Yeah.
Hey, you have to admit though, I don't know how to say his name. Illuminar. He had a great game.
Yeah. Illuminar has been solid.
Rock solid.
The thing about Illuminar was this. I was worried, I watched how he played in New England when he came in and started. It was right tackle. Right tackle, he's not fast enough. But having Illuminar play the guard position, he has the speed and quickness to be able to do the pulls, be able to get to his guy before they get off the line. So Illuminar has really been a bright spot. But now you got to look. End of the year, and when Denzel Good comes back, this is something that you're going to have to really think about. But I like that we have him there. Now, I would really prefer Richie coming back because, like Phil said, John Simpson has really been a disappointment. This goes back to preseason. When he had to block for Peterson, he got my man up. Yeah. That Rams game.
He was bad.
He was so bad. I mean, my man walked through. He skipped, said haters gonna hate, and just beat the living hell. He clobbered Peterman. So everybody kept wondering why, Peterman's looking terrible out there. Peterman ain't getting time because I'm looking at Simpson not putting 100% effort out there. And he deserves to get called out because when you get drafted at that level, you got drafted about the fourth round. That's a high draft pick for an offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Usually, majority of offensive linemen, you can snag them about 5th, 6th, 7th round and try to work with them. But when you're getting higher than that, within the first 4 picks, first 4 rounds, I got a problem that you're not executing.
At this point, though, let's be real, though. We have to place the blame on Cable. We have to. Look, there's no way he was not in on drafting these guys. He's the one that's developing these guys. Look, Simpson, that's his guy. Colton Miller, he did great with developing him.
Yeah.
Great. I can't take nothing away from him. But he's been lucky to have an all-pro, perennial all-pro, Rodney Hudson at center, Gabe Jackson at right guard. That was good for. I mean, he's getting old now and it's starting to show. But he's had some good guys on his line. Now it's kind of telling because this whole line now is all Cable. This is Cable. This is him saying, I need this guy. Let me develop him. And right now we have to place the blame on Cable. I don't care how good Cable is as a coach on the offensive line. Right now,
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real right here. I'm gonna put majority of this blame on our front office was drafting, and you're drafting a guy that has predominantly played the left side of the line.
Yeah.
Now he can play guard, but he's playing left guard. He's played left tackle and left guard. Mm-hmm. He's never had any accustoms to the right side. Now, what they could do is this: if you're in a situation where you're feeling this kind of frustrated, I hate to say it, why don't you put Leatherwood inside? Put him inside,
bro. We've been saying that.
And I know I had a lynch mob at first, but you know what? You know, I was hating him a couple years before, but he's developed. Yeah. Brandon Parker has been solid at right tackle, and I think he needs to get the opportunity to start. Because when he came in, I don't care that everybody said, well, TJ Watt was gone. You still had to deal with
he looked good, period.
What's his name? Melvin
Ingram.
You still had to deal with Melvin Ingram. Yeah, and when he was on that right side, he was nowhere to be found. He had to switch to the other side, or he had to crash inside.
Yeah.
So
the thing with Brandon Parker is, though, it's either hit or miss with him. It's either a really good game or a really bad game. There really ain't no middle ground with him.
You know what? When he came in last year, I will say this:
it was more good than bad.
It was, I think he had probably about the only game I'll say that he looked kind of rough. I think it was the Tampa Bay game. And they were like overloading on that side. They were trying to tear him up. And they were like, nah, we're going to get the car. You're going to die on that ground.
But remember, that was the game where damn near a whole O-line missed practice for a whole week.
Right, yeah. COVID, yeah. So overall, the games that he came in, he's done a good job.
Hey, we drafted him in the 3rd round too, right? It's like at some point, give him a shot. Like
that was my whole thing going into this year. Give him the shot. If you look at his whole development, not just like like as a pass blocker or a run blocker, but look at him like gaining weight wise, because when he came in, he had no frame. He was just like he was like someone that was like trying the keto diet. He was like Oprah. He was like fat and skinny. Over the past couple of years, when he's just been like, okay, I'm a gain, but I'm also bulking up on muscle. You start to notice that definition showing each year. And this year, I'm looking at him, I'm like, okay, he's really filling in. So now's the time to give him the opportunity. Now, when I saw him in preseason, I didn't see nothing wrong with him on the left side or the right side. So my whole thing was, why didn't we give him the opportunity? I think maybe now is the time that if you want to win now we're not trying to take away the confidence of Alex Leatherwood. You can still put him out there. Parker at right tackle. Maybe move a Luminor to left guard, but I think you can still work right guard for Alex Leatherwood.
Okay. I'm not mad at that because, look, whatever we're doing right now is not working. So we need to start shuffling around, seeing what we can do. The good thing about Cable, he always has versatile offensive alignment. Guys that can play guard, tackle, center. I mean, look, even Richie Incognito, if need be, when healthy, can play center. He did it in Miami. So, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of tricks in the trade that we can work around. Nick Martin plays all across the line, even though I'm not a huge Nick Martin guy. Yeah. But at the end of the day, man, and then this is the thing that kills me, though, bro. And Rob, tell me if I'm bugging, bro. The guys that we have on this practice squad, I'm just not sold on them. Like, I'm not confident in one guy to come off this practice squad that we can. So it's like, why go get a practice squad from a guy from the Giants that's already can't make the main roster for a bad offensive line? Why do you go get him? Like I feel like, with me, that's a Cable ego thing. Like, this guy's not a good football player. I'm sorry. Like, I'm just not sold on what we have on the practice squad.
So the guy that we had on the that we got from the Giants practice squad was funny. He was getting ready to start this week. Everybody, the thing about it, everybody on the Giants, the normal starting lineup, everybody just dropped. Everybody got hurt in that Washington game. I keep telling folks that field in Washington is dreadful. When I was covering games out, not last year, but the year before last, I about nearly broke my damn ankle. That field is not safe. I don't care what anybody says. That field is. You take the wrong step, you're gonna twist your ankle.
They said they have flood over there too this past week.
The sewage system is bad.
Sewage. That's
because
crazy.
When I used to be in the booth, I'm like, I got water like hitting my laptop. I had to move back. I had to like just say, screw it. I'll stand up over by the table because I'm not gonna have my stuff damaged. Yeah, they got a lot of stuff that they need to do, or I think what's going to end up happening with that stadium, they're going to end up moving fully into DC because they're in Landover for
Maryland,
their stadium. So but other than that, I mean, really with this O-line, Tom Cable can move some things around. I think it's going to end up happening if you don't get Richie Incognito back right away. The next thing is this. So everybody's like, we need to trade Cleveland Farrell, but this was something I noticed yesterday. When Crosby was over pursuing, trying to get after the runner, they took him out. They put Farrell in.
Yeah.
They weren't able to run as well when Farrell came out there.
But we know this as Raider fans. We know this. Like, he was even in on that sack with Nassib and Solly. He was in right on it with him. Like, he was the one to top him. So look, we know Clee can play football. It's just like, but where does he fit in the scheme of things? Because do we have him in the inside? Which I
think hold up.
Put him in the inside.
Like, wow.
We good?
He's wigging out. Watch out.
No, that was like really weird. It was like,
are we good?
Hold on. I think we're good now. I think we're good. All right, we're good now.
My apologies, bro. I don't even know what happened, but no, I'm just like, what do we do with Clee? Do we play him on the inside? Because me personally, at this point, I'd rather have him in the inside because we have so many guys on the outside now. Nassib is balling out. You can't take him out. I mean, Solomon can play in and out, which he's been playing great in the inside. I mean, it's been insane to see Solomon go back to his original 3-tech position and just ball the hell out. And I see PFF gave him a full sack. So he has 3 now. I think they said that they gave him that full sack, so Nassib didn't get a piece of that. So that's 3 sacks.
Wow. They didn't give Nassib a piece of that? Wow.
I guess so Solomon Thomas got it. He got 3, so that he already matched his career already in 3 games. So, hey, man, that's a sneaky pickup right there.
Hey, look, I had some folks coming at me like, I don't think Solomon Thomas is good inside. I'm like, hold up. Wait a minute. When he was with the Niners, when they put him inside, it was just straight chaos.
Much better.
He was cutting through, knifing. He was driving guys back into the quarterback, into the running back.
Nobody want to admit that shit. Nobody wants to admit it. Nobody wants to admit it.
Everyone say, well, no, it's because of Bosa's there, and it's because of
at that time, Buckner.
I was like, nah. Nah, that was Solomon Thomas. And I think if Solomon Thomas didn't have his injury, I think the 49ers would have kept him. I think they would have kept him. But I'm glad that we were able to steal him. That is a steal, like you said. Now with Farrell, I still like him on the outside. Okay. And I think, we have to try to work him into the run support because so far, he may not be like crashing in at full speed like Yannick or, Crosby, but the thing of it is he knows when to stay home and he'll stay and read. So he's not getting beat on the outside or he's not over pursuing.
Yeah.
So sometimes you need that out of a basic DN, which that's what he is.
But what's crazy is Max and Yannick both improved against the run, like drafted.
Very much so.
So it's difficult to take those guys out and throw Clee in the mix when they both improved on something that, look, before the season, I had Yannick and Clee started. I had Max being that third guy. I knew he would still get a lot of burn, but I didn't think you could have two guys that were suspect against the run starting at defensive end. And now look,
about the same with you on that one.
Yeah, but now look, these guys are great against the run, even better against the pass. I think that's why Gus is trying to figure out this whole thing. I know he had a back tweak and everybody went, and I think Gus was kind of looking out for Clee with that. I'll be totally real. He may have been dealing with a little nagging injury, but I think there is something behind the scenes because even Clee took off the Raiders in his bio on Instagram. I know it's little shit like that these players do. You know what I mean? But look, there's something there. You know what I mean? But it was still good to see Clee out there. He got 12 snaps against Pittsburgh. He got a few yesterday. They're slowly working him in, but Clee can still be very valuable to this defense, man. Most definitely, bro.
I think this, and that's the best thing about having a rotation. I think a lot of folks are like, he didn't get that amount of snaps. Oh, they're done with him. No. If you got a rotation that is working and you can keep these guys fresh, you want that. You don't want to have these guys going out there overexerting themselves. That's what happened to Max last year. Playing about 99% of the snaps.
Yeah.
That's psycho.
Well, Gus has two defensive lines as well. But the thing is, Yannick and Max are playing so well that you can't take them off the field. You know what I mean? So it's just difficult because these guys are all over every quarterback they played thus far. But where's Malcolm Kuntz? I know he's a rookie. I get it. I know he doesn't really have that build yet, but I want to see him get a little bit of burn too. Like let him play the Leo spot when Yannick goes out. Give him a little breather. Like where's Malcolm Kuntz?
So Malcolm Kuntz isn't here because Carl Nassib has took off. Yeah. That's why you don't see Malcolm Kuntz. Carl Nassib has been an absolute bloodhound out there chasing down cheeks and getting sacks all over the place. You know what I'm saying? But he's been on it. He's been doing that, forcing fumbles, anything that you could ask him to do as a defensive end.
Yeah, definitely. Look, Nassib has been a breath of fresh air. We were all killing him last year. Let's be honest.
Yep.
This year, I think in Gus's system, I think Marinelli is not dealing with the pressures of Paul Gunther's defense behind him as well. You know what I mean? So it's just easier to gel. You know what I mean? Like, hey, real quick, I want to ask both of y'all, though. This secondary, I know that they're both benefiting a lot from this defensive line like crazy, but the way Casey Hayward is looking right now, y'all, he looks like an all-pro right now. And
so check this out. That was the first catch that Casey Hayward gave up. 10 yards. Casey Hayward, I had everybody saying, Casey Hayward's getting beat in practice. Oh, my God. We made a terrible mistake.
Awful. He can't run.
Oh, my gosh. It's practice.
Nobody wanted him.
You're going to be good or you're going to have some bad days. It happens.
Yeah. Hey, what did he say, man? They said that was the first reception you gave up over 10 yards. I think in his presser he said, but did he score?
Right.
No, not only that, but I also converted a safety. So I scored points on defense.
Right.
That changed the momentum of the game. Not just
exactly. That's what got us back in it.
Yeah.
No, it was Byron Jones pulling that dumb shit because I went back and I looked at it and I watched it. And once they started that little scuffle, it finally woke them up.
Yeah.
And then they went out there and started playing like they had some heart because they were getting beat up. And go ahead.
You talking about when we down that punt on the 1 yard line, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they want to come out and play with some heart since they've been getting their hats handed to them on the offensive line and defensive line the entire game.
Yeah.
A lot of what you saw was the Miami Dolphins taking it to the Raiders. They came out, they got after us, and they punched them in the mouth repeatedly and kept punching them. And the beautiful thing about it is we were finally able to take it.
Yeah.
And withstand it and figure out a way to get it done.
So here's my thing. And, this is one thing that's going to kill me until they do it. The Raiders got to find an answer to score on their opening drive. If you want to set the tone for the entire game and you're going into your new stadium on Monday night, okay? because the Chargers, they're paying that stadium and they're paying their rent and food stamps. All right, so we own it, but they still got to pay the rent and food stamps. Yeah, but what I'm saying is this: the Raiders got to come out and score. Yeah. That was the one thing I felt yesterday. If the Raiders had went out and scored in that Miami game, oh yeah,
different game.
Their soul would be gone. Game. They wouldn't have any heart to try to fight back against us.
You know what's crazy though? I'd rather have open and drive problems than red zone issues. It looks like we're clearing those up a little bit. So
yeah,
I'll take that over open and drives all day, every day. Don't get me wrong; it's a big thing to set the tone. I mean, we've been getting the ball a lot at first too. Like, I mean,
yeah.
I want to set the tone with the defense. I want to get out. I want to put the defense out there first. I want to set the tone because this defense. We finally have a defense. It's crazy, bro.
No, absolutely, and I'm a proponent of getting the ball when you're coming out of the half. I like the 2-for-1 at the end of the half that a lot of people don't realize how big of a thing that is. And when you have a team like the Raiders who are exceptional in the final 2 minutes of halves, that it just makes that makes the most amount of sense that you give them an opportunity to score going into the half and then get the ball coming out for a 14-point swing.
Yeah. I'd be real right here. You know what? In this game against the Chargers, kick the ball off first. If you win the toss, kick the ball off first. Get the ball in the second half.
Bro, let me tell you this, though. We have to score first. We have to score quick. We can't play against the Chargers, man. Because that offense is potent. That defense
but that's what I'm saying. I feel like this might be a game. Get your defense out there.
Mm-hmm.
Fill them out, but still put that work on that ass. Here's my thing that I noticed about the Chargers. When you went up against Kansas City yesterday, Kansas City's not the same team.
No, they're not.
They don't have the same pieces that they had on that defense, and that defense has been exposed one too many times.
Yeah.
Because I felt week one, Cleveland, if you had Odell Beckham Jr. in that game, I'm gonna tell you this: that was the extra stretch they needed to beat them. When you look at that Monday night game, Baltimore had so many injuries, and they were still able to pull it out because they played complimentary football.
Mm-hmm.
They said, "No, we're not done." They didn't throw in the towel because there was a few minutes left. They said, "No, we're going to keep fighting tooth and nail."
Yeah.
And it showed. When they lost that game, a piece of them was taken that night. And when they went back home to face the Chargers, it was just like they weren't there. I paid attention to that entire game. They weren't there mentally or physically.
And you know what's so funny with the Chiefs? I know we're talking about our team right now, but
yeah,
losing Sammy Watkins was big. I didn't think it was going to be that big because
they lost him.
But you know what's crazy? They went and got Josh today, right? So they got another receiver. They went and got Josh. That's cool. I mean, if it works out, if it pans out, that's a good pickup for them. But the defense is your problem. So KC still wants to outscore people. In their head, look, we'll put a 51. You guys put a 50. We're cool with that. Like, I feel like in today's NFL, you still have to have a solid defense. You know what I mean? Like, KC got away with one. They did get one Super Bowl where they had a defense, but good defenses win Super Bowls, man. You know what I mean? There's a reason. There's a reason why DC has not been in the playoffs at all outside of 2016, and I still give him that year being in the playoffs because he led us there, period, point blank. But there's a reason why, because no defense. It's just.
And I say another thing with Kansas City, their O-line is in shambles. We talking about our O-line, but their O-line, you ain't got Brown, but that shit ain't enough.
Yeah,
it's not enough. You got Tooney. Tooney, he's not that great. He's not the same guy anymore. And what we saw in training camp with them, the fact that Chris Jones was able to just blow past them, not just the tackle, the guard, the center, the whole damn line where they lined them up. That's a problem.
Yeah.
Big problem.
The division is definitely up for grabs right now. We'll see what Denver's really about when they play Baltimore, and they got a couple other hard games coming up on their schedule. Yeah. We kind of see what the Chargers. Yeah, somebody did say something in the comment section that made sense. They did almost lose to the Washington football team. Week
one. The Chargers. Yeah.
Yes, but who I thought that. Look, I have the Washington football team's defense and my fantasy. I thought they were going to be the truth, and they
I'm gonna tell you the problem with Washington. The linebacking core is not good, and the secondary is not good. So the day that we play them, I think Carr needs to just stay in the gun and just shred them.
Yep.
Just shred them. Let them come. Let the line come. But I'm gonna say this: screen game. Yes. The screen game is gonna tear them up limb from limb. And the deep threat with Ruggs. May God have mercy on that secondary. That's all I got to say because the Chargers were doing it. The Giants were doing it. And then Buffalo did it yesterday. So looking at what they're dealing with, and then I know they dealt with a couple injuries yesterday, it's not too good for them. So the Raiders have things starting to play out in their favor. Yeah. But as I said yesterday for the show, when you have games that are being laid out for you, execute and take care of it. Yeah. Don't let it get out of hand. That's what gave me the heart attack yesterday.
Shout out to Gustavo real quick in the chat, man. He basically said that the Chargers offensive line worries him, right? They did for me at first too. I was like, oh man, they really developed it. Like they went and got an offensive line this offseason. That's what they put all their money on, which they want to protect the young quarterback.
Right.
But shout out to my brother Raider Scout. He put up something that said the Chargers right tackle Storm Norton has allowed 12 pressures this season, right? Including 9 to Dallas in week 2. Max Crosby leads the league in pressures after week 3 with 25. He should feast on that right side. So we need to attack that right side. That's what we need to do. You put, I don't know what it is, put Solly over there with Crosby, whatever you want to do, attack on that right side. Attack that right side.
You want to know what's funny? That right side has been the weakest for the past couple of years. And, I'm going to be real, that's what pissed me off last year when we played them when we were at home.
Yeah.
They had a backup right tackle, and I was like, man, what the hell going on here?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
But, yeah, they haven't had that much success for that right side because I think it's Balaga. He's out for the year. That was one of the guys that they had. So when you look at the Chargers O-line, you can rattle them. You can give them a rough time. But everybody hyping up what's the kid that haven't hit puberty at quarterback?
That's Herbert.
That's Herbert. Herbert. Okay. I don't see him being like everybody jumping and saying, "Oh, he's top 10." No, let's settle down, lads. Because he's going to have some more hiccups this year.
Let's not act like he already hasn't had some hiccups. He's already through some bad interceptions.
Oh yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
And he's going to continue to do so. See, I had the unique ability because I covered Cal to see Herbert up at Oregon, and everybody's all over Herbert, and I was like, this guy, he's good. He'll take if it's there, he'll get it. He'll wait, he'll make something happen, but it always comes down to him needing to show up and be clutch, and just not.
There you go. And look, we have an entirely different scheme now than last year, man. I think Merrick is going to have a big game. That's my secret recipe to this game come Monday night. I think Merrick back there being a ball hawk that he is, because he almost had an INT this last week until Mullen pulled a stunt, which Mullen has to stop being so handsy, man. But Merrick had one. I think Merrick gets one this week, maybe even 2, man. Hey, bold prediction. Talk the shit. Hey, talk that shit, Graf.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel it, man. I was like, look, I think somebody said it yesterday, like he's gonna get his first interception. I was like, I'm all for it. Then you saw it. I was like, yes, that's gonna end the game. Yep. No, what the? The other thing is this with our defense. when it comes down to crunch time, guys got to
This right here was what I was getting ready to talk about. And that's what can't get overlooked. Gus knows Herbert intimately. He watched him grow up. He watched him come in, and all of the things that worked against him worked for him, and all of the things that he threw at him in practice. So he knows what Herbert is all about. He knows how he gets down, and he knows his little kinks and quirks. And yes, Herbert is a young guy, and he's probably evolved a little bit, but I expect that Gus knows exactly how to attack Justin Herbert.
Shout out to Matt for giving me a whole video idea for tomorrow.
No, I was gonna hit it, but when I seen him put it down, I was like, my man.
Yeah,
because his defense had to play against him in practice every day.
Every day.
Yeah. And this is something to keep an eye on as well, my brothers, is that Joey Bosa has an ankle injury. He went out for a little bit, came back in. He's been riding it out. Derwin James, shoulder injury. He's always injured, but he came back into play. That's still something to keep an eye on this week as we get closer. They got an extra day to prepare and get better and get healthy, though. So, that's that. But they're two superstars, man. That's something to keep an eye on right there.
Nah, that's something you definitely got to keep an eye on, because it's been a long time since we've seen Derwin James being able to play a full season.
Yes.
Same with Bosa.
I hope they actually try to man him up on Waller, to be honest with you. I think if they try, I would love to see
him gonna hurt himself.
That would be hilarious. Try to man him up on Waller. That whole offense would eat.
Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat real quick. Hey, while we're here, man, I gotta do this, y'all. I'm sorry, I know it's y'all. So make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Make sure you sub to my guys, man. I got a lot. I see a lot of noticeable names. My people pulled up, so make sure y'all hit that sub button, man. Definitely hit that sub button, man. I love the nation, always supporting our own, man. You guys put on a great show over here, my brothers. I just want you guys to know that that's the reason why I pulled up, because I was really excited to do this, because I know y'all know your shit and you guys have fun. So definitely, man. Shout out to the chat gang, man, for real.
Right on.
Appreciate it.
Most definitely.
Well, I'm gonna put it like this. I mean, get ready to wrap this up, because I don't want to give up all the goods all week, because we got so much.
It's so early.
Yeah. And I might try to pull a big surprise this week. If it works out, I might be able to pull off a big surprise this week. So fingers crossed. But I say this Raider team is way better than the last 3 years that we've seen.
Way different.
Way better.
Way better.
I agree with you right there. 7-2 or 8-1. I think they could pull that off.
I actually think that the real determining factor is going to be what happens on Monday night. I think if they can beat the Chargers, there is a very good possibility we could head into this break undefeated. Now, I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but after the Chargers, the schedule lightens up, and then you get the opportunity to knock Denver from the ranks of the unbeaten if the Ravens don't do it first.
Yep. I think the Ravens do it.
I do too.
The Ravens have a point to prove right now. To be that close, you had to hit a 66-yarder to beat the Detroit Lions. Like, they're pissed. Baltimore's pissed, and they're going to come out the gate swinging. And they know that Denver's getting a lot of media looks right now for no reason, because they played a bunch of nobodies. I know this is the NFL. It's any given Sunday, but come on. Who gets a schedule where you get the Jags, the Giants, and the Jets back to back to back? To me, that is insane, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, you're right, bro. Look, we got the Chargers. We get through them. We got the Bears. We got Denver, the Eagles, which they're looking really bad right now as well. And then we get that bye week, and then we got the Giants after. That's another game, another winnable game. So we can definitely tally up these wins back to back to back right now. We just have to get that O-line together, man. We have to establish the run, which Josh may be back this week or next. I'm going to be honest, I would sit him again. I know me and Phil Rod was talking about sitting him. Yep. Sit him last week. Sit him again. We're 3-0. Sit him again. Sit him again. There's no reason to rush him back. You know what I mean? Get him right. Get him and Richie right for Chicago, or shit, even the following game. The more we win, the more you sit him.
Absolutely. Now, see that right there. I wish that I could like what you just said and highlight it, because the more that we win, the less you need them. Keep pushing them back as far as you possibly can, because you want them to be as healthy as possible for that stretch run, for that playoff run. Who knows? To even go make it the distance, because it's not just that they're 3-0. It's not just that it's been 19 years since they went 3-0. The last time they went 3-0, they went to the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this time we're not playing against Gruden. We're playing with Gruden. Yeah. I like that. Hey, let me ask y'all this real quick before we do wrap it up. Let's do this again. Let me get a home game, man. Last time I had Rob over there. Jones, pull up, man. I would like to do this again before the game at some point. I don't know when you guys are free. Pull up to the channel. Let's do this thing again, man.
All right, we'll work that out for sure.
Yeah, I would love it, my brothers. I would love it, man. Just let me know whenever you guys are free. Hit me up on Twitter, IG, whatever. You already know, Rob, what it is. Hit me up, brother, and we can definitely put something together, because I love doing this shit, man. I love it.
You know what? I want to show everybody a little something funny before we wrap up. Let me see if I can do that. But, all I can say is this. I'm happy. It's been a long time. And like we said, in 19 years, that I've been happy with the performance that we've been seeing from out of this team. I mean, seriously, we got receivers getting open. We thought it was just going to be just Darren Waller. No, we got Edwards. We got Ruggs. We got Hunter Renfrow. I mean, this is a great feeling just to know that you got weapons right there. You're going to be all right.
Not even just that. Hey, Jones, when was the last time we had a linebacker? We got 4 or 5 of them now.
Woo! And we about to, and word is,
not just one.
Hold on, Phil. And word is, we're supposed to be getting Javin White.
Yes.
Yeah, and I still can't wait.
Last week, the word was they had Javin White. He was at the practice facility. He was out there. He wasn't in the cast. So that's a good feeling, man. And then once you get Morrow back,
I'm hearing behind the scenes, though, y'all. I'm hearing behind the scenes that Morrow is going to be gone for the season. That's what I'm hearing.
I wouldn't be surprised. I
wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
If that a foot injury like that, it's nothing to play with. And if it's like a fracture, if he has a fracture within that foot, it takes a long time to heal up. So if it's that bad, if he's not coming back, I understand. And it kind of sucks because this was supposed to be the year that he's supposed to be, it was like his put up a shut up year.
Contract year.
Yeah, and it sucks.
I think this is the last show. I think this is the last we've seen of Nicholas Morrow in a Raider jersey, y'all. I'm gonna be honest, it sucks. Yeah. But when you got Denzel Perryman, which we need to bring him back, he leads the team in tackles, and he's just a clear-cut dog. I mean, we have to bring him back. We can bring KJ Wright, bring him back. Javen, I just don't see any room. Divine Diablo is going to develop. Where does he fit? Nick Kwiatkowski's still there, and he's pretty much been a special teams guy since we got all Gus guys in. So where does he fit? I just don't see where he fits. You know what I mean? But shout out to Nicholas Morrow, man. I hope you get better. I heard it was a broken foot. That's what I heard behind the scenes, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Where is it at?
Go ahead, Phil.
No, you can go on.
I was gonna say that, but to piggyback off what you said, you got a lot of options, and as for Kwiatkowski, I don't expect him to be back next year. So what do you do with Diablo? So that is a very interesting thing, because I was in the camp that you get rid of Abram, you got Diablo there, but Abram has been out there doing his thing and being a beast.
Yes.
And making plays and being solid in the defense and doing everything that you could ask it, he could be asked to do. You don't hear his mouth at all. You don't see him making stupid penalties. He's wrapping up. Nope. He's tackling much better angles. He's covering fastest guy on the field. Jonathan Abram is out there playing football at a high level. Sometimes you got to be embarrassed. Sometimes somebody got to tell you, no, you the worst safety in the league for you to finally get the picture that you need to shut up and do what the fuck you got to do to get your shit right.
Hey, but wait until people keep forgetting, man. Wait until Roderick Teamer comes back, another Gus Bradley guy.
Woo,
Injury,
right? Yeah,
he'll be back in a minute too, man. He may be back this week, next week we don't know, but that's another dog.
Don't let him be back this week. Don't let him be back this week.
Hey,
you talk about another player with intimate knowledge of Justin Herbert. Same thing with Perryman. This could be real dangerous. Real dangerous.
Yeah, you better hope he comes back. I want all of it. I want all of it.
All of it.
So I'm going to share this lovely, lovely, lovely gift with you guys. You know,
here we go.
Hey, what can I say, man? You know, Phil, Graphic. I love Hunter Renfrow.
Have you met Hunter's new baby? Darling
Have
baby
you
boy.
met Hunter Renfro's new baby, you guys? This man about to be like the new Phillip Rivers, but he got all his kids playing in themselves. So you know, he ain't got to worry about tuition and all that good stuff. Look at that. He is now the father of Xavier Howard.
Yeah, so he got two sons now. He got him, and he got another one.
And Ramsey.
You got Jalen Ramsey too. That's crazy.
I got kudos to Mrs. Renfro for cranking them kids out in 60 minutes or less from start to finish. You know what I'm saying?
Just know Hunter done scored on 6.
Hey, Renfro, it's cheaper to keep her, man. Child support is a bitch, bro.
Woo! Look at that.
You having babies once a week, brother. Go on.
Only a father and mother to love you guys.
You stupid, bro.
Oh man, I had to do it. Look, I'm waiting. Look, it's gonna be a Miami fan like, you son of a bitch.
You're getting death threats this week, Phil.
Hey, all I can say is pull up.
Pull up.
Pull up. If you ain't pulling up, sit your ass down and go drink your damn milk.
Pull up.
But hey, other than that, you know, that's pretty much it. Graphic. Again, tell these kind folks where they can find you at.
You can subscribe to me on YouTube, man. I have a little channel over there on Docs ENT, DOXENT. Follow me on Twitter at Graphic Raider or IG at Graphic916. Also, one more thing, oaklosvegas.com. That is the merch, man. If you want to go grab something, OAKLOSVEGAS. So it's an ode to Oakland, Los Angeles, and Las Vegas. Other than that, man, thank you guys, man, for having me, brothers. I had a blast for real. And anytime you guys want me on, man, you already know I'm one click away, man.
Yes, sir.
Right, all right. Hey, as always, if you just tune in for the show, I understand everybody got them graveyard shifts. Look, you can go back, recap the show on our YouTube page. It'll be up on Spotify. You guys can catch that on Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Google Play Podcasts. And, you know, I always be joking around, sooner or later, it's going to be on Telemundo, all right? I'm going to just say it. It's going to happen. I'm going to speak it into existence.
Okay, shit.
No, where's this motherfucker at? Hold on. I just seen this motherfucker.
That Bronco dude?
Yeah.
Oh,
he thought I wasn't going to get to it.
Hold on. Bro, you from Sacramento? No. Bro, you from Sac and you a Bronco? Come on, bro.
The disrespect.
Bro,
you transplant. He ain't even native California.
Look, you see this? Do you see this? Do you see this South Sacramento? Bro, Orange Crush too. That's low key a NASA bitch kind of name, bro.
Ooh, get him.
Orange Crush.
That had the audacity.
Oh, they got him.
They
got your ass in 4K, boy.
Pause.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, cuz.
Hey. I hope that you here at week 6. I do. Come back, please.
He won't. He gonna be running down the street.
Damn, my dog from Sac, man, he hurt my feelings, bro.
Hey, you know, it be the ones closest to you.
Yeah. Hey, I'm just gonna tell you this, man. Your dog from Sac, he wears. Hey, look, you. Oh shit,
Bruh. Like that's like a stripper name. Like, bro, boy got a stripper name, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, hold on. We about to get crushed by a team who ain't played a team that's won a game yet.
Bruh got a stripper name, bro. That's crazy. Orange Crush. Like that's a stripper name, bro. That's crazy.
Hey, bro, he lived in his mom's basement and he be dressing up like Buffalo Bill, wearing that blouse and makeup.
Damn, bro, the lotion.
It puts lotion on the skin again.
Yeah, bro, that shit many, bro. He really. That's cold, bro. That's
Pop.
cold.
I don't know how you gonna act hard. You went up against the Jets. You went up against the Jaguars. You went up against the Giants. All three teams were 0-3. You've done nothing, okay? Nothing. You faced nothing.
Orange Crush, bro.
Orange Crush. That sounds like a fruity drink.
Bro, he named himself after a soda. That's Manny, bro.
Yeah.
No, he trying to relive. He trying to relive that defense of the old days from the looks of it when he wasn't even a twinkle in Daddy's eye yet.
For real, bro.
Talking about Orange Crush, like he wasn't even alive to see the Orange Crush, bro. Get out of here.
Orange Crush, bro. You was born in a Winco or some shit, bro. Orange Crush. Shit crazy, bro.
Oh shit!
Crazy, bro. Dog, Sacramento stand up, man. I guess. On
my lord.
On that note, I needed a.
No.
Wait, no. Oh, he came back. He clapped back. He ain't finished. He ain't going without a fight. Y'all a joke.
Hey, bruh. I want you to take
Trevor Lawrence with nobody and a college coach, bruh. Come on, man. Stop it. The Giants, they even got an offensive line in New York. We just got through saying that this whole motherfucking show. Come on, man. Stop it.
Hey, how you a Bronco fan? You look dead on Trayvon Merrick, though. That shit crazy. Oh, man. Get your shit together, Crush.
Then it comes to this. The last dig on the way out. You right about that.
Oh, shit. Go to sleep, Crush. Go to sleep, bro.
It's coming, though.
You was past his bedtime.
Go to sleep, bro.
Like I said, make sure you come back. Week 6.
There you go.
He ain't coming back week 6.
We're going to be here talking big shit.
He running down that street like Red.
he'll be there going up to the game and then be on a milk carton afterwards.
Bro. Hey, we're going to Denver, too. We're going to cook you in Denver.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't even going to be snowing yet or barely snowing.
Shit.
That shit crazy, bro.
Hey, in the words of Derek Carr, I promise you, we gonna whoop your ass.
Talk that talk. Oh man. Shout out to the chat, man.
Man. All right, look. Yeah. Hey, again, appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. That's it. Poor donkeys, you ain't done nothing. And you got to remember, the Raiders are actually number 1 in the NFL, and we're undefeated. You dominated trash because you are trash, Mr. On Crush 916.
We dominated an RWs against losers.
Hey, Crush, take my bro. Please take my area code out your name, bro. Just be Crush.
Hey, you know what? Hey, Crush, to end the show, hold my nuts. That's it. I'm Phil Jones in the field. That's Phil Robinson on Twitter. Graphic Gator on Twitter. We out. The FCC might get my ass. Take care. God bless.
My dog.